Hello guys, Problematic Boy here, with a quick, as usual, just cuff, or what am I even saying, off-the-cuff YouTube video here. Hopefully it's quick. We need to talk about Lake of Kalandra in 319, don't we? Because everyone who makes YouTube videos is talking about it. Everybody's got their own little take, so I thought I'd come in and give my take. I'm also just going to be chilling here, have my sandwich, and I have a Coke Zero. Ah, amazing Coke Zero. Okay, let's talk about Lake of Kalandra and my experience with it. Because it's going to be my perspective. Just to say, that means it's my perspective. You can't say I'm wrong. But, so, when Lake of Kalandra first came out, for the first time, I felt the game was not fun enough to play. This was the first time this ever happened in PoE for me. Expedition did not do this to me. I had plenty of fun in Expedition. I liked the League. Plenty of fun in Sentinel, despite Arch Nemesis, and plenty of fun in, the last month of Arch Nemesis League. I had a decent amount of fun as well. And so let me just talk about Lake. When it released, not only was the defensive tuning off, which it finally comes around that they've mostly fixed the defensive tuning on the Arch Nemesis monsters. The offensive tuning was off, and I think it's still off. They're doing sometimes way too much damage. And they definitely like stealth nerfed it or something at some point, because I played the first day, a little bit the second day, I quit. Well, I didn't quit. I waited for them to patch things. I played other games. I was playing ESO. I made an ESO video. I played some Elder Scrolls Online. And I was playing recently some Genshin Impact. And, just waiting for them to patch the game. And then 2 patches came out. There's another patch coming tomorrow that is going to make the mobs easier to kill, which I think is fine. And I came back after 2 patches, and I was able to play the game again. That's what happened with me. Monsters were a bit more killable. They were doing less damage than before, even though I don't think there's anything in the notes that says they made them do less damage, but they were definitely doing more, and now they're doing less. I can tell. I played like 3 builds. I played a build before the patch, and I played 2 builds after the patches, so I know there's a difference. I don't know why it's not communicated. I just don't know. But yeah, so that's been my Lake experience. League mechanic seems, alright, and yellow and white maps. I haven't really done a whole lot of red maps. I did some red maps in Trade League. I'm playing SSF now because it's a lot more fun for me. And as you can see, I'm not going to go over like the build or fucking anything. It's a Juggernaut that's trying desperately to find a skill, and right now it's Sunder. Just farming yellow maps, and probably forever. Our weapon is garbage, and most of our gear is shit. Most of it is garbage. I need spell suppression. Yeah, that's the state of the build I'm playing. And generally, my thoughts on Lake of Kalandra, I have no idea how the item drop stuff just wasn't communicated. I mean, obviously, they said it was a massive fuck up. They didn't understand the change, how deep it would go. And I believe them, I think that that's fine. But let me talk about what I like and what I don't like. Let's have some structure here. What I like this iteration of the Atlas since the Atlas tree came in. I mean, it's been the same for the past 2 leagues, but Atlas skill tree and not having any quadrants in the Atlas, I think it's just the best endgame experience we've had, and that's me speaking as not a super juicer, and I understand that there's a disconnect there, but as somebody who just goes through, wants to complete my Atlas and gear up my character, which that's kind of fucked up. I think this is the best iteration, and that's pretty much the best thing I can say, right? About PoE right now is that they've really nailed the endgame stuff, and they've nailed it with the passive tree as well. I think this is great. Yeah, I like it. Let's talk about the things I don't like, because that is the gameplay is a little fucked. The gameplay, like I said, it went from being unplayable for me because of just whatever the tuning was on the rare monsters to being playable. Now I can go around, I can kill stuff, but it's still not great. And there's a few different factors in this. The one is the arch nemesis mobs are sometimes disruptive. And what I mean is, you want to get into a flow when you're playing the game, right? You want to get into a flow, and a disruption in that flow needs to not break the flow. And what I mean by that is, it's okay for things to take a little bit longer to kill. It's okay for them to take a little bit longer to kill and give more rewards, right? That's what we want. But sometimes things take way too long to kill. Way too long. And that's just the stacking of defensive mobs. Hopefully, on Monday's patch, that feels a little bit better. It's not too bad now. I mean, but it's still an issue. Second off, gear progression now is a little bit more eh. It's not great, right? That's the thing I don't like. And what else do I not like? And I still have my same issues before that I talked about in a ramble, and that's skill balance. I think GGG and I just have a completely different philosophy on this, and I don't think they really know exactly what they're doing. Skill balance feels way too arbitrary. And what I mean by that is, why is one skill good enough and one skill bad enough? It really bothers me because the answer to that question is, well, whatever we feel like. And it's the same thing with these new skills. Lightning Conduit obviously had such good numbers. All these streamers were saying that they were gonna, leak start it. It's not a surprise that it came out and it was good. It's a fun skill to play. I like to say that. I did play Lightning Conduit in trade on a Trickster. Fun skill to play. Definitely one of those skills that's good enough. And then you have Galvanic Field, which just doesn't have the numbers. I mean, you can play it yourself and feel like playing it as the main skill just doesn't have a single target at all. And it's like, okay, well, why? It's like, why GGG? Why release a skill that just isn't good enough? I don't understand. Like, why is X skill bad and X skill good? Well, it seems to be because they want to have a skill rotation. Okay, well, if you want to have a skill rotation, why is it like 10 skills? Why can't it be 20 skills? Why can't it be 25 skills? Why is it that, 80% of skills, you need like a decent amount of gear, and, well, it's not even 80%, it's like 90% of skills, you need a decent amount of gear, and then there's like 10 to 15 skill gems maybe, where you can like league start with and have an SSF experience with, and it's very arbitrary to me, and I don't like it. But okay, those are my quick thoughts on Lake of Kalandra. I'm gonna take another bite of my sandwich. Mmm. Mm. Excellent sandwich. I'll be streaming today at some point. Thanks for watching. Like, the game is playable again to me, and I am enjoying myself because I did SSF and I enjoy like gear progression better. But there's still so many things I need to work on, right? Mm. All right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.